So in this video I've got two replays. In the Charioteer, which is the Cold War version in Era 1 for the Western Alliance, this is, I think this is just after Centurion 2, so it is Era 1, Tier 1. So this goes into, it does go into eventually into the FE 4005 via the Conway. So with the recent Cold War changes with the silver costs and the XP costs, I decided that before the changes came in I was going to sell all my tech tree tanks. So that's what I've done mostly. I didn't bother selling the sort of the starter tanks, I just left those. But yeah, ended up selling this tank and buying it back for sort of half of what I sold it for, so not too bad. And with the KV4 KTTS contract, I needed to play heavies and tank destroyers, so I decided with these reduced silver costs in the upgrade that I would go back to Era 1 and essentially one mark sort of TDs and heavies that I haven't. So I decided on this line. I thought, get the sort of the Charioteer 1 marked. It is a fun tank. And also being able to relatively cheaply sort of max it out with the you know, best gun, best engine straight away. Wouldn't be too bad, because I can't remember. I think before the silver earn race, I don't think I actually bothered putting the best gun on this tank. That was one thing I always used to do in Era 1. I used to avoid putting on the upgraded tank, the upgraded gun on the tank. So it's something I've been able to do now, put the best gun on. And I thought, right, I'll try and one mark this. So I had these two games relatively close to each other. I think they may have been one after the other, I can't remember exactly. They were both in the same evening, I believe. But yeah, just a couple of really nice games. I have since one marked this, so yeah, onto the Conway, do the same thing. Give it all of the best equipment, or the best upgrades I can give it. Because both of these I had deleted, because I've got the FE 4005, so both of them were deleted anyway. But yeah, so hopefully everyone else was able to sell their tech tree tanks in Cold War before the change came in. I think particularly with Era 1, I think there were lots of silver to make out of it. I did sell some of my Era 2 tanks. Again, I think there was some silver to be made there as well. I think for Era 3, I think that's when it gets a bit iffy as to whether or not it would be worth it. So I don't think I ended up selling my my Chieftain 11. I think I ended up keeping that because I thought it was too much of a cost if the silver wasn't going to be earning it back. But yeah, so we're on Razanai. Our team have pushed the castle quite well. The enemy team seem to be coming around to try and cap. We're 3 tanks down. We're going back to the cap with this light tank. There is a nice little hill over here that I quite like to go. That I feel like I can get some nice shots into the cap just to reset it. Even in this case, if we just don't try and cap out. But it looks like the enemy are also going to be decapping. But yeah, we've got the 4005 here. That is my priority target. That's the problem sometimes with going in big sort of strong tanks. You do get targeted a lot, especially in that situation like that. It was either just shoot the medium or shoot the 4005. And of course, I'm going to go for the 4005. I feel like the light tanks got our base our base under control. So yeah, just putting shots into these tanks to help my allies. Looks like they're being a bit swarmed over there. Looks like it's a bit of a brawl. And yeah, putting the 4005 to one shot. So on my Cold War tanks, I do tend to stealth them up as much as I can with these TDs. So that using advanced camo. I also put camouflage on my tanks. For the tech tree, I only usually use the sort of 7-day one that costs silver. I also use camouflage, the skills, camouflage expertise, silent driving, muffled shot. Green thumb, I'm not too sure if green thumb actually works. I know that What's the Academy did a video where it wasn't working, so since then I haven't used green thumb. So yeah, all the stealth perks, and I think also I've got snapshot, so I can help the gun during turret rotation, because it does bloom out quite a lot. As you can see, it's bloomed out quite a lot, and the aim time isn't the fastest. But this line in Era 1 of the Western tank destroyers, they are fun. I do like turreted, stealthy tank destroyers, and this one's got the added bonus that it's quite mobile, and it's got some nice gun depression as well. So I think in my T-78 video I said that turreted, stealthy TDs are what I like, and this one's got the added benefit of quite mobile, and it's got the gun depression as well. So at this point we're 7-2 down. It doesn't look too good, but we do have a light tank and I'm a stealthy tank destroyer, so we could make this work. Just trying to maximise my damage output. As I said, I was after a 1 mark, so as long as I was getting the sort of the damage in, I was quite happy. Just trying to put as much shots as I can in now. A bit of a lazy shot that one was, but yeah, just need to get the shots in now. Light tank coming up behind. Thinking this could end up a bit disastrous, because the turret rotation speed is okay, but for a situation like this, not brilliant. And yeah, just get circled there, and the enemy Charioteer comes over and gets the kill shot in. So we lose that match, unfortunately, but we do get over 7,000 damage, which is quite nice. And you do get a nice bit of silver in there. In a loss, 132,000. Third class, unfortunately. But yeah, really nice game. A shame it was a loss, because otherwise that would have been a big, sort of a bigger game, maybe a first class. But yeah, on this game, this is an ace game. Less damage but more kills, so sometimes I feel like that the XP requirements are a bit all over the place in Cold War. It feels like, particularly compared to World War II, that wins just seem to have a really massive effect on how much XP you get, and therefore if you get sort of aces or first class or second class, because there's sometimes in that situation, you know, it's over 7,000 damage. Sort of expecting sort of a you know, first class maybe, or something like that, but no. But in this game, I was going over to the west side of this map, but feeling, unfortunately, with Cold War, the team's kind of YOLO down here, so I'm going to have to go with the team. The one tank that went over there is now pinging for help. So yeah, as you can see, the bloom aiming in is quite big, but it does, once it does get aimed in, it is quite accurate. So yeah, just with one kill there, but 2 nice easy shots into the start of the game. And looks like the enemy team probably have actually gone up sort of the 1-2 line. Yeah, I don't think that medium tank over there is particularly happy now pinging good game, but unfortunately I was going over there, I could see which way it was going. So yeah, two cheap kills with just 3 shots of damage in, and then we've got these 2 tanks over there face up on each other. So thinking that tank's going to be taken down by the medium, but it doesn't look like it is. Get a nice shot in there. Yeah, I hear sort of a tank being destroyed, and I assumed it was the enemy tank, but now I've just realised it wasn't. Yeah, so just going in, making sure. Yeah, some good kills here, I suppose, but yeah, I think kills may have too much of an impact on the XP. You get a shot in there to the left of the tank. Not too sure if someone was using true vision on me or if it was just a missed shot from somewhere else. But going on to this little slope here, I just want to back up a little bit because I feel like I'm going to get spotted by this tank. Seeing where its helmet can come out, yeah, it's just below the ridge. So unfortunately, fortunately for him, I just move up slightly, getting the 5th kill of the game. Only 2,255 damage, but we've got the French 25T in front of us. Just want to get some shots in here. I feel like I've slightly overextended, but being on this slope, I feel quite confident just to be able to just slide backwards. And the team behind should help out, but yeah, now I feel like I'm chasing that 25T. But the enemy's over on my left hand side. They seem to be a bit distracted. We've got the buildings in the way as well, but then yeah, we're just getting farmed now by this tank. A couple of shots went, not too sure how many shots he's got left in his clip. Seems to be firing at my ally now behind me. He goes down. We've got this tank here that is my priority to get rid of. If we can get rid of him, then that's the tank from behind us gone. We've got the 25T YOLOing in now. Thanks for the kill, I suppose. I'm sure he had 1 or 2 shots left in his clip. Maybe not too sure. But yeah, we're 7-2 up now. Just trying to get some shots on the move. It's never going to happen with this gun. It does get bloomed out quite a lot. Take a shot through the smoke, hit, but unfortunately ricochet. And now I'm just getting farmed up here. So whilst I'm on the reload, just going into the smoke. This is the last tank. Hopefully I can get one last shot of damage in. It's right there. And unfortunately couldn't just swing the turret around fast enough. And yeah, allies, it's so annoying when that happens, when you just get destroyed and then seconds later your allies come in. But there we go, we get the MVP. Yeah, 6 kills, not a bad damage score either, really, to be honest. And that's enough for the ace tanker. Yeah, so got the ace on this one. Later I have got the 1 mark. The 1 mark game wasn't anything particularly special. I was just going through, just getting sort of at least fire for effect for a few games and got the 1 mark. So yeah, really good tank, definitely worth playing.